My name is Carmen. My brother's an addict. My brother was an addict. And this morning before I came to Al-Anon, I was a cook. I mean, I'm still a cook. I'm just a different kind of cook, I guess. My brother and I, we love to cook a lot together, especially when we were kids. That's when we were the closest. Food was always our common ground. We always wanted to open a restaurant together. We had a name, we had a vibe, all of it. My brother could make you feel confident in yourself, Like when I was a kid, if I was nervous, I was scared, I didn't want to do something, he would tell me to just go and face it. Just get it over with. He would always say, "Stupid, let it rip." He was loud, he was hilarious, and he had this amazing ability, like he could just walk into a room and he could take the temperature of it instantly. Like he could just dial it. I'm not built like that. I didn't have a lot of friends growing up. I had a stutter when I was a kid. I was scared to speak half the time. I got shitty grades because I couldn't pay attention in school. I didn't get into college. I didn't have a girlfriend. I don't think I'm funny. I always thought my brother was my best friend. Like we knew everything about each other. Except everybody thought he was their best friend. He was that magnetic. And I didn't know my brother was using drugs. What does that say? As we got older, I realized I didn't know anything about him. He stopped letting me into the restaurant a couple of years ago. He just cut me off cold. And that hurt, And I think it just put the switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this. Just because we had this connection through food and he had made me feel so rejected and lame and shitty and uncool, I made this plan where I was going to go and work in all the best restaurants in the world. Like I'm going to work in the real kitchens. Like fuck mom and dad's piece of shit, right? And it sounds ridiculous, me saying that now. But that's what I did. That's what I did. I separated herbs and I shoved oysters and tuna and clams and I cut myself and I got garlics and onions and peppers in my fingernails and in my eyes and my skin was dry and oily at the same time. I had calluses on my finger from the knives and my stomach was fucked and it was everything. And a couple of years later, this funny thing happened. Which is like for the first time in my life, I had a station for myself. I was fast and I wasn't afraid. And for the first time in my life, I felt really good. I knew which vegetables went together, proteins, temperature, sauces, and all that shit. And if somebody new is coming to the restaurant to stage, I look at them like they were my competition. Like I'm gonna smoke that motherfucker. I felt like I could speak through food, like I could communicate through creativity, and have that kind of confidence, like I was finally good at something that was so new, that was so exciting, and I just wanted to be like, fuck, I just wanted to be like, good job, fucking good job, you did a fucking good job. And the more you wouldn't respond, the more a relationship kind of strained. And deeper into this I went, the better I got. And the more people I cut out, quieter my life got. And the routine of the kitchen was so consistent and exacting and busy and hard and alive, and he lost the track of time and he died. Yeah. And he left me his restaurant. And over the last couple of months, I've been trying to fix it because it was in a rough shape. And it was very clear that me trying to fix the restaurant was me trying to fix whatever the fuck was happening with my brother. I don't know. Maybe fix the whole family. Because that restaurant, it does mean a lot to people. It means a lot to me. I don't know if it ever meant anything to him.